Hey, how's it going? This is Matthew Ashton. This is MIU 1308, and this is the week 4, essentially our final project review video. Let's go ahead and get started. What part of the assignment was the easiest? I think using the theme roller from jQuery Mobile was actually the easiest part of the project. I found it as a very easy to use, drag and drop the different colors, come up with a nice color scheme. As you can see over here in my gold app, this is the color scheme that I came up with using different shades of blue, a very slight gradient in the background, and this kind of greenish tan. I don't know, I'm not really sure exactly what color you would call it, but I thought that it looked good against the blue. I thought that was very easy. What part of the assignment was the most difficult? Actually, getting the little logo that I designed up here. To get that centered and kind of with no margin, no padding, no nothing was actually very difficult. And that kind of ties into the next question: was which information did I have to research? I actually did have to research how to get that to align properly. And the way I was able to do that by placing it in a div tag in the header, and then adding some CSS right here to make it align center and have no margins. Once I was able to do that, it worked perfectly, and then I copied it to all the different pages that I had. As you can see here, and as you can see, the theme consistent throughout. Um, yeah, once I was able to get that figured out, things went very smoothly. Um, but yeah, that definitely was the hardest part, and I definitely had to research how to get that to look proper. A lot of trial and error. Originally, I tried to put it as an H1 tag, but that was not working out the way that I wanted it to. Um, so we have an aha moment. I think kind of in my research and implementation of the kind of header, it really made me focus on how important either a class or an ID is to any object in here. I think that I was kind of just using them sparingly in my different projects, and it wasn't really working out the way that I wanted it to. So I think that now that I kind of realize just how important it is to have different classes and different IDs for every single page and every single individual item, it really made things much easier. As you can see, I was able to tie in some um, different tags after the fact that I did not have in my week 2 or 3 pro gold apps. It made things, yeah, just very easy. And I think everything turned out really well. I also tweaked some of my lists here. Instead of, I added the um, team logo because I took out browse sports or favorite teams. I'm sorry, up here. I wanted to have it consistent, so I kept the logo for the individual teams for the favorite teams. Upcoming games, obviously, everything consistent in terms of a custom or a different font and color scheme. Um, my bronze app, I utilized a much different theme. This was kind of the original color scheme that I was going for, and I was not a fan of how it was turning out in terms of the kind of like brighter blue and a gray and white color scheme. It didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to. So I ditched that and went with, as you can see here for the gold, something that I felt looked a lot better, was more pleasing to the eye. I also kind of used a little bit thicker shadow in the different boxes, and I think that made everything stand out a little bit more. So yeah, so that is my week 4 project review. I think everything turned out really well. It was definitely a great class. I look forward to learning a little bit more next month in ASD and yeah, seeing everybody else again. All right, take it easy. And again, this is Matthew Ashton for MIU 1308, week 4 project review.